Reliable 100% fiber internet, kaya ang sarap maging tambahay with Red Fiber.
The House Appropriations Committee on Wednesday, September 14, swiftly ends deliberations on the Office of the Vice President's 2.92 billion peso budget for 2023. This is a threefold increase from the office's 702 million peso budget in 2022. The jump in the OVP's proposed 2023 budget comes from its 2.2 billion peso allocation for its quote-unquote Good Governance Program. The Good Governance Program will fund the following OVP projects: Libreng Sakay, Pagbabago Campaign, OVP food trucks, livelihood programs, medical assistance, and burial assistance. The Vice President also asks for 500 million pesos in confidential funds for 2023. The OVP under Leni Robredo had no budget for confidential expenses. The Commission on Appointments on Wednesday, September 14, confirms the appointments of Justice Secretary Boying Remulla and Interior Secretary Benhur Abalos. Remulla earlier secured the nod of the CA Committee on Justice and Judicial and Bar Council, which recommended his confirmation to the CA. Remulla shares with the CA panel his plans for the DOJ and addresses questions concerning his agency, including the death penalty, red tagging, and even the status of the International Criminal Court probe. Abalos also secures the nod of the CA. Abalos vows to issue a memorandum circular to remind local government units on the enforcement of the expanded Solo Parents Welfare Act. The DILG chief also says he will ask Congress for additional funding for around 5,000 body cameras to be used in police operations. Philippine leader Ferdinand Marcos Jr. defends his late father's imposition of martial law, saying it was necessary because he was simultaneously fighting communist and separatist rebellions. Marcos, son of late dictator Ferdinand E. Marcos, says his father declared martial law not to stay in power, but because the government had to defend itself. In the interview, Marcos Jr. denies accusations that he and his family were distorting history. During the elections, critics hit his attempt to rewrite history by whitewashing corruption and authoritarianism associated with his father's 20-year rule. The Marcos patriarch died in exile in Hawaii in 1989, but his family returned to the Philippines to launch a comeback that culminated in Marcos Jr.'s election victory in May.
Need more context, clarity, and perspective? Get the full picture with Rappler Plus. With exclusive content and events, you'll get an opportunity to discuss issues with reporters, experts, and featured guests while helping Rappler continue its fearless journalism. Join now.
King Charles, his sons Princes William and Harry, and other senior royals will join a solemn procession as Queen Elizabeth II's coffin is taken from Buckingham Palace on Wednesday, September 14, to lie in state in Parliament. The Queen's coffin was flown to London from Balmoral Castle in Scotland late Tuesday. Tens of thousands of people lined the 22-kilometer route to see the hearse driving towards Buckingham Palace. The coffin was met at the palace by the royal family. Meantime, Britain's King Charles vents his frustration at a leaky pen on Tuesday, September 13, during a signing ceremony in Northern Ireland. This is the second time in recent days he has shown visible irritation during such proceedings. One former aide told Reuters Charles could be fun, but was also short-tempered and demanding. NCT member Jeno makes history as the first K-pop idol to open a New York Fashion Week runway show. The K-pop idol walks the runway as part of the Spring/Summer 2023 collection of New York-based fashion designer Peter Do. The designer said in an earlier press release that Jeno was a natural choice to open the show. Jeno shares a photo with designer Do on Instagram, saying it was really a special moment. Before the show, Jeno also attended the Vogue World event where he posed with Western celebrities. Jeno made his debut as a member of NCT Dream in August 2016. Liza Soberano joins her Lisa Frankenstein co-stars, producer, and director in a selfie. Posted by Kathryn Newton on Twitter on September 11, the photo shows Liza with Kathryn, their co-star Cole Sprouse, producer Mason Novick, and director Zelda Williams. Lisa Frankenstein is Liza's Hollywood debut. The film is set in 1989 and stars Kathryn as an unpopular high schooler who accidentally reanimates a hot Victorian corpse played by Cole Sprouse and turns him into the man of her dreams. Liza will be playing Lisa's stepsister, Taffy. Liza is now based in the United States. She is currently filming in New Orleans. Blackpink drops the teaser for their upcoming music video, Shut Down. The clip shows the four members in an alley full of signs plastered on the walls with signs that reference titles of some of Blackpink's iconic discography. The Shutdown music video will be out on Friday, September 16, along the group's album Born Pink. Born Pink marks Blackpink's first comeback since October 2020. Blackpink is also set to kick off their world tour in October and visit at least 25 cities until June 2023. Their Manila stop will be held on March 25, 2023.